The development of the modern calendar is a complex story that spans thousands of years, involving numerous civilizations and innovations in astronomy and mathematics. No single person can be credited with creating the calendar, but several important figures and cultures made significant contributions that have shaped the system we use today. One of the earliest calendars was developed by the ancient Egyptians around 4000 BCE. The Egyptians based their calendar on the annual flooding of the Nile River, a crucial event for their agriculture, and on the appearance of the star Sirius. Their calendar consisted of 12 months of 30 days each, plus 5 extra days to make a total of 365 days in the year. While this calendar was not perfect in terms of accurately tracking the solar year, which is about 365.25 days, it was one of the first known attempts to measure time based on astronomical observations. This Egyptian calendar was highly influential and served as a foundation for many later civilizations' timekeeping systems. In the Roman Empire, timekeeping was initially based on lunar cycles, but by the 1st century BCE, this system had become problematic. The Roman calendar had fallen out of sync with the seasons, which affected agriculture and religious festivals. To solve this problem, Julius Caesar undertook a major calendar reform in 45 BCE with the help of the Alexandrian astronomer Sosigenes. They introduced the Julian calendar, which was based on the solar year rather than the lunar cycle. The Julian calendar had 365 days, with an extra day added every 4 years, a leap year, to account for the fact that the solar year is approximately 365.25 days long. This was a revolutionary change and provided a much more accurate way of tracking the passage of time. The Julian calendar was widely adopted throughout the Roman Empire and remained in use for over 1,500 years. However, the Julian calendar was not perfect. Its assumption that the solar year was exactly 365.25 days long led to a small discrepancy of about 11 minutes each year. Over centuries, this small difference accumulated, causing the calendar to drift out of alignment with the seasons and important religious events, such as Easter. By the 16th century, the date of Easter was drifting further from the spring equinox, prompting the need for another calendar reform. In 1582, Pope Gregory XIII introduced the Gregorian calendar to address the inaccuracies of the Julian system. The key innovation of the Gregorian calendar was a more refined leap year system, while the Julian calendar added a leap year every 4 years. The Gregorian calendar made an additional adjustment by skipping leap years and centuries not divisible by 400. This change allowed the calendar to more accurately align with the Earth's orbit around the Sun. Pope Gregory also ordered the immediate adjustment of the calendar by skipping 10 days, moving the date forward to correct the accumulated drift. The Gregorian calendar was initially adopted by Catholic countries, but it gradually spread to the rest of the world over the following centuries. Today, it is the most widely used calendar globally, both for civil purposes and in most religious contexts. Thus, the calendar we use today is the result of contributions from ancient civilizations, Roman rulers, and religious authorities, from the agricultural needs of the Egyptians to the reforms of Julius Caesar, and the precise adjustments by Pope Gregory XIII. Each stage in the development of the calendar reflects the evolving understanding of astronomy and the need to synchronize human activities with the natural cycles of the Earth and Sun. This rich history illustrates how timekeeping has been shaped by science, religion, and the practical needs of society.